That's enough of that, dude. Forgot to turn off my music before I hit the button.
Lol.
I did find a cord, though. I had forgotten that I had put all of the cords that I found when I was pulling down the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that all of those fucking cords ended up in a bag.
For that.
And
Oh, yep.
there's essentially ended up being the test these cords to see if they function bad. So, as I was fairly sure...
Oh, my tags are working now. Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah!
Yay.
Oh, you were able to get logged into Twitch?
No. As it turns
No?
out, neither of my Windows 11 computers are working.
No!
Correct. I actually finally reached out to,
The Twitch proper?
yeah, I reached out to support, and they're basically like, yeah, do all the troubleshooting things. And I'm like,
And you're like, but I already
but
did.
I did all that. Guys, it's the problem. It's not working, otherwise I wouldn't be contacting you.
You don't seriously believe that I want to contact you.
Right? Like, for real though, actually.
I really wish they wouldn't say, do all the troubleshooting things. I wish they would say, have you done all the troubleshooting things?
But no. Like...
I mean, in fairness, they can't know who they're talking to.
Sure.
They can't know this stuff. And there has definitely been people that I have met who'd be like, oh yeah, I've totally done all the troubleshooting.
Yeah, I've done all that, yeah. I'm sure. But still. That's really annoying.
Super is. I just checked on the stream real quick to make sure that your voice is actually coming through.
Is it?
Seems to be.
Is it? Good. Oh, there it is. I heard it through yours. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the volume down now.
Awesome.
It's not like killing everybody else's ears. Thank you to the user who told me that it was a bit high last time. Yay! Alright. So yeah, first thing that I'm gonna do today is actually there's that Tumblr ask that I've mentioned where someone was like, hey, can you do Werewolf Ida and Hunter Rain? And I still haven't gotten around to that, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and like block that out among other things.
Neat.
I'm still convinced that that is somebody from the Strange Magic fandom because they're like, I love you. Like, yeah, you're Strange Magic. You're one of my Strange Magic peeps. I don't know who you are. I could probably throw a few names on the spin the wheel to figure it out, but I know it's one of you.
Well, you know that I'm not shy about asking for stuff if I'm gonna ask for stuff, so.
I know.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Easy.
who's here? Hey, Farrell! Bless you.
Oh, man. That was some heavy-duty sneezing, man.
It sure was.
Ah. I was halfway across the room and that was still fucking
Yeah.
heavy-duty sneezing. Oh.
Alright, let's
Oh
actually
my
get to
God.
drawing things.
So fucking easy.
Whoa, that's not the right pen. That wasn't even a pen. That was not what it was supposed to be. Where's the marker? Here,
I think we lost Farrell. Yeah, we did.
Huh? Oh, well, Farrell is at work, though. Or at least was. Are you at work?
I am,
There
and I
you
don't
are.
care.
You like, don't care.
My
I mean,
phone was not working with me.
Hey. Well, at least it's working now.
Yeah.
Oh, Cookie's been around. If not,
Ooh.
is around. I'm not sure. Just for
Ah,
the
shit.
stream part, not actually for... But anyway, hi! Glad to hear ya. Are you still at the one job? Job number 1?
Yep. Still at the clinic. Still in cosplay. She's not here yet.
Why am I not surprised? Oh, goodness
You know, I'm gonna be
gracious.
more surprised that she actually showed when she finally shows.
Yeah. Trust me, I plan to have TikTok recording it.
So I'm gonna block out this Anon ass that's like, hey, some werewolf Ida and Hunter Rain, and then although I can't seem to get her foot right, her leg right. Hold on just a second. Get the fuck over here. Yes, I know it just looks like scribbles right now. Don't worry, we're getting there. We're getting there, I promise. Like, what are you doing? Things. Stuff and things, alright? I realize I'm the one asking these questions of myself. It's okay.
It really is. It's okay.
It's literally just me. Oh, I should probably get that thing out of the way so I can see the chat if anyone says anything in there. There we go. But then after this, at some point, I'm doing Tara and her teeth. But I might also be doing some Tara and Faust, because I've been meaning to draw Tara and Faust together canon versions. Or I shouldn't say canon versions, I should say fanon versions. Or fandom versions, or my versions, whatever, because the version of Faust that I'm talking about literally does not exist anywhere except for in my mind. So it would be incorrect to call that canon.
You can call it after the end canon.
Okay, yeah, that's true. ATE canon, that is absolutely accurate. And then let's see. We're gonna have
being that I still haven't seen any of you know, number 3, it may as well be canon to me.
Ha! I mean, to be fair, Faust doesn't exist past Them's the Breaks kids, and
yeah,
no one I don't believe it is
technically a throwaway
explained.
character.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't think he was supposed to last, and then there's me who's like, yeah, no, things and stuff.
Monster Man, yes.
There might be blood, but y'all will like it. Okay, I'm not getting Rain's, pose correct. In any way looking good at all, actually. It's bad. Hold on. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe that's why. Maybe I needed to make Rain smaller.
I mean, I kind of agree. Yeah, you probably needed to make Rain smaller because Rain's not a very big person.
This is true. Wow, why can't I suddenly remember what it would look like to hold a fucking crossbow? Not like that! Okay, hold on.
Poor babe.
Is Rain right-handed? I'm gonna assume Rain is right-handed. Which means...
I think so.
I'm pretty sure Rain is right-handed because, generally speaking, either my husband or I will take note of when a character is left-handed, being that Kiddo is left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
So it is something that is notable to us.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Bump being kind of left-handed,
really drew the attention, yeah.
Yeah, drew the attention.
I think this means that I actually need to make Ida a little bit bigger than what she appears to be here. She's actually bigger than she seems to be because she's crouched and we're looking at her from an angle. But she needs to be a little bit bigger anyway. Big baby.
She's still big baby.
Big baby.
Big babe.
The babes.
Bibsy.
The babes be big.
Oh, Lord.
Burp.
I am making all the freaking noises today. I'm sorry.
Hey, noises are noises. What can I say?
Noises are gonna do as noises do.
Don't mind me, I'm looking at something real quick.
So, there is actually a play that is about there's a play that is about the troubles of running a specific play, and the name of the play is Noises Off. And Noises Off is this ridiculously hilarious, like, this is what happens backstage, and it's like all, you've got a bunch of people whose jobs are drama. Guess what? They make drama in their real life as well as and it's just the most accurate play about being in a play that I could imagine. Like, I was in a bunch of, school theater, but also, like, pretty much everything about school theater is just a slightly more PG version of everything about theater as an adult, because I did help out with theater here when I was an adult. And it's just like, sure, sometimes they keep it under wraps, but who's having sex with who, and who's got beef with who, and who hates their costume, and all that jazz is just like, drama people are drama people for a reason, because they are dramatic people. And
theater kids.
Yep, theater kids. Holy Jesus. We are a dramatic bunch. But it was so funny, and for some reason that reminded me of Noises Off, like the fact that I was making all the terrible noises reminded me of Noises Off. Because there is the main character of the play inside the play. She somewhere in the middle of production, she and her lover boy end up kind of breaking it off, and she's still in this play with the lover boy.
Oh dear.
Got a different lover.
Never ends well.
Oh no! So she's drunk on set, and so like the possibility of like belches and shit like that is pretty high. I think her lover boy was on set. I want to say he was. I can't. It's been a while since I saw this. This is when we actually went and watched it. Like live. Actually, what's funny is a friend of mine actually played this character, and I might have accidentally made things a little bit harder on her, because I found the play so hilarious that I was laughing my ass off. And I have kind of a distinctive laugh. Apparently her husband was backstage, because backstage at this particular theater is the concessions area, because it's this really, really teeny tiny theater. And it's a really cool theater, because you, like, all of the seating is like couches and armchairs in an auditorium.
Okay, but that's good. That is really cool, actually.
I just so happened, my husband and I ended up sitting like right up front. Off to the side, but we were right up front, and I was laughing so hard. I was doing, like, how, like, if you laugh really hard, you'll, like, start kind of spazzing, acting like a small child, and, like, doing silly things, like kicking your feet and shit like that. I was doing kicky feet.
Okay, but that's funny.
Hard. I was doing kicky feet.
Oh no.
And apparently the actors could not miss the fact that some lady in the front row, laying back into her husband, into the guy she was there with, laughing so hard she was doing kicky feet.
Okay,
and my friend's husband was in the back, you know, obviously he was obviously not on stage, but he was in the back, and he's like, they have, you know, in backstage they have it so that the sound from on stage is piped onto the backstage so people can hear when they're supposed to come back in, if they have to step away from, you know, if they have to step out of the actual theater proper. Well, he could hear me laughing, and my laugh is distinctive enough. He's like, that sounds like Lynn.
Ah! It's like, that's Lynn, isn't it?
And then he got word from one of the actors. He's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, there's this lady who's dying laughing all the way up in front. And yeah.
Sorry, but that is fantastic.
Oh no, it was hilarious. My husband just utterly ripped me something terrible. But it was like, you know, like, I actually felt really bad because I was laughing so hard. I was afraid that I was going to be like disruptive to other people, but I couldn't help it because I found this fucking hilarious.
It was just
like,
that fucking funny.
The funniest thing in the fucking world to me. And oh man, I couldn't stop. So like, somebody actually came up and goes, "Do you really find it this funny?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." Like, dude.
It's like, this is literally the funniest shit.
It was the funniest shit. I mean, obviously I had to be a theater person because I don't think a non-theater person would find this play as funny as I found that, because I was just literally rolling in my seats. And they're like, man, there's this lady out there who she's just dying laughing. And her husband's backstage going, I think I know who that is.
I know that lady.
I know that laugh. It's happened around the studio some.
I just gave her like a giant fucking hand, but you know what? She's a werewolf, so.
Yes, she's a werewolf.
We're
I
just.
gotta go check on that washing machine because that does not sound correct.
Oh no, that sounds like a problem.
Well, it's at least if it is a problem, it sounds like a too quiet problem. Oh crap!
She walks away, just trailing. I hate this angle of hand. Like, I like hands, but this angle of hand just annoys me.
Yeah, I like drawing hands. It always gives me a freaking aneurysm, just about.
Right? Tell you what, they're not easy, but they are fun.
So yeah, there was something wrong. It had decided that it wanted to double up on cycles, so it had passed through going through regular cycle and continued on to doing permanent press. So yeah, that's fun.
Something tells
Now
me
I
that's
have to
something
sit on
I
it
don't.
and make sure that it doesn't mess up again.
Yeah, that wouldn't be any fun. Let's see, what size is that? Oh, that is a pen. That is a pen. That is not the eraser. So yeah, here's Werewolf Ida so far. And we are gonna go ahead and get over to Hunter Rain. Should I put Rain in a hat? Should I have a hat? I was gonna have a hat. But now I'm like,
Give him a funky little hat.
A funky little hat? Oh, wait, I think I know what kind of hat I'm gonna give. Sorry, I shouldn't giggle already at the prospect of giving them this particular hat, but... Cue me being a lot more careful all of a sudden with Rain's features because all them sharp, elegant features, yo. Of course, this is just blocking anyway, so. course, keep in mind this is Rain trying to be serious. It doesn't mean it lasts very long.
Only not.
Because, you know, Monster Beeper Supreme here. Who am I kidding? I didn't mark
And
my
it's
channel for
meta.
children. I can say it. Continues not saying it.
Do you want me to say it?
Now I'll say it. Rain has a fully loaded monster fucker license, okay? Like, like that's
and so
a
does
thing.
Tara.
Yeah, that she does.
Ironic how the characters that we seem to all kind of sort of gravitate towards might in fact be monster fuckers.
Might in fact probably absolutely, whether they like it or not, they are monster fuckers. Every single one of them.
Just have different taste in monsters.
Mm-hmm. I just had this thought. Like Tara just sitting next to Rain one day after they discover Harpy Ida, and she's just like, "You too, hmm?" Oh, I'm so sorry, Stokins. Also, hello, welcome in. I'm happy to see you. I haven't read all of your message yet, but I will, I promise.
Get used to it.
Okay, I finally found the setting that allowed me to mark my channel not appropriate for children, which reminds me, I apologize if you're under the age of 18. I'm assuming that you're not, but if you are, this is what you've walked into, okay? But hello, nice to see you. Right now we're drawing Werewolf Ida. Hold on, let me scoot over. Werewolf Ida and Hunter Rain. This is from an Anon Ask on Tumblr. Thank goodness. I would feel probably kind of bad if you weren't. Anyway,
Rain my ass. It's a fucker rain.
Monster fucker Rain, yeah. He's a hunter. I mean, they're a hunter of certain things in particular, aren't they? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. Anyway, it's worth noting requests on like I will get around to just random requests, but unpaid random requests do not take priority. So whenever I get around to them, I get around to them. But if it's like one of the like Ko-fi sketches, then yeah, that takes priority over just like a random like unpaid. Hey, would you consider drawing this? Well, yeah, I might consider drawing that, but you're gonna have to wait a little longer for it. Anyway, I need to save this, actually, if I'm going to continue working on it. That would probably be a good idea. Where am I? Oh, good! You guys can't see that menu. I forgot about that. Has a brain fart. I can't remember where I'm going. Okay, there we go. Ida... Rain... Werewolf and Hunter. Okay, anyway. It's good and all, but okay, well, what kind of monster would Rain be then? or are you proposing the monster is doing the fucking at that point? Which, in fairness,
Either way,
yeah.
it's Edda doing the fucking.
It really is, yes. Correct. Absolutely. Oh, and you'll probably enjoy this. Tara is also, in my world anyway, a monster fucker, because her and Faust are a thing. But my specific version of Faust, here, let me show you. Because I just basically use any excuse to bring this up, because fuck yeah. This version of Faust. So Faust has two... I'm not going to go into great detail about it yet, because I'm focusing on the other thing. But basically, Faust has a concealed form, which is this right here, and then a real form or a true form, which is, you know, this that we see. And yeah, there really was a thing between he and Terra. In my world. But anyway, so I'm going to move on from that, but here's a good view of Mr.
Hell,
Monster.
well, we know there was one in the original, too.
Well, I mean, it's not actually confirmed. All we know is that she knows him. Sorry if I got a little loud there all of a sudden, by the way. I have no freaking clue what my, what my voice just did. It is doing a lot of heavy lifting, isn't it? Like, anyway. In canon, all we know is that Terra knows Faust well enough that she knows who he is, and she decided she's going to call him Fausty instead of just Faust. We don't know that there was ever actually a thing.
The implication is definitely there, though.
That's true. The implication is there, but it's not. There's nothing really to say that that actually ever happened between the two. Right.
There's not any, like... There's no
Say it didn't.
But it is definitely implied.
Yes. You were saying? What?
Shut up, hon. My husband's down here going to the bathroom and he's like, my name is Dumas. I'm like, dude.
Okay. See you when you get back. Or if you don't get back and you're just listening, that's okay too. Have a happy lurk. What were you saying, Farrell? I feel like you were about to say something and I missed it.
Talking to people on the stream, babe.
I mean, hello to you too, Deathworm.
Right?
I'll have you know, crypto bro.
Christopher!
Boss sounds like the kind of guy who would actually make that distinction of sparkling dumbass.
He was trying to share, you know.
I didn't post it for you.
Okay, so he posted it. I'll read
Okay.
it off real quick.
While you're looking for that.
Sorry. It's not too hard to find. Okay, here is what he's reading off. They're only a crypto bro if they come from the shitcoin industry. Otherwise, it's just sparkling dumbass.
That's funny.
I also like the follow-up is, I'm sorry, but sparkling dumbass sounds like a queer person's term of endearment.
I mean...
Right?
I'll go for that.
Why is my throat all of a sudden itchy? Come on. Today is apparently just all the noises day.
Totally.
Just unfun. At least I was able to deal with the washing machine. Unfortunately, one of the problems with our washing machine is it is old. And so it has a few problems.
Perfectly fine, Stokins. It's all good. It is all good. I'm happy to know that you like my art too. Very much appreciated. Thank you for joining. Anytime.
Much appreciated.
I'm gonna have to look at a reference for this hat, by the way. But you know the. Hold on. Hold on.
His chances are no, I do not know.
Right? It's that one, like... I don't want to say the Australian hat, but, like, I feel like you see this one. Like, you see where I'm going for here?
Oh, honey. No, we're on stream. Please, no.
Behave, Deathworm!
The face he's making, like, honest to fucking God, the face he's fucking making. My love,
Hey,
you are...
Sarah,
Like that character from King of the Hill.
I'll have you know,
Yes.
Polynesian, half Italian, all sausage.
Well,
Oh my God.
I'm the kind of sausage that puts fire in your belly.
You're never gonna let that go.
Joke. On stream, sir.
I think this is funny by itself.
Hey, I marked it for adults at this point, okay? As long as I'm not showing anything too terribly lewd, it should be
not
fine.
dirty joke.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh dear Lord.
But yeah, I don't like. For some reason, Crocodile Dundee comes to mind for this hat. Like, I don't know what style of hat this is called, or you know what I mean. Like, but yeah.
I think they're technically called safari hats.
Okay. And
But,
the brim should
I don't
technically be
know.
lower. I feel like I've got it too high.
Oh, shut up! Such a brat. It's like, Tara, it'd be really good to teach you how to eat in the bush.
She's the
This is my husband, y'all. I love him dearly, but holy Jesus.
Donna! Hello! Did you ask me for this? I'm still trying to figure out who asked me for this from the Strange Magic fandom, because I know it was somebody from Strange Magic. We have...
She's like, eh?
You should do what? We have Werewolf Ida and Hunter Rain from a Tumblr ask. And I'm 90% sure that the person on Tumblr, who is on Anon, which is why I don't know, has to be one of us. Just like on Anon though. Yo, Katie, what's up?
Yeah, I was like, hello, I didn't know if my mic was working.
Honestly, Discord mutes itself when I'm streaming on Twitch, so I may not see things, so don't be afraid to like type at me or just randomly shout.
Okay,
Was it really you? Was it really you, Donna?
literally just so I'm in my car.
Sorry, go ahead. You just got off work, is that what you said?
Yeah, so I'm driving, so like I'm just kind of here for right now.
Do your thing. Are you in the car? Are you going to second job or are you off from second job?
I am off from second job. My grandmother wants me to come over, but I'm trying to get her to let me not do that. But we'll see what happens.
Aw.
Just because I've got stuff I want to do at home. But I'm going over there. It's not till 4, so I've got a while now.
Donna! I swear, you little shit.
Yeah, I know, right? I was wondering if, oh, so I was like, well, an anon is easier to reject.
No. Ma'am. Also, do I need to change this then? Brain looks like Robin Hood. Maybe it's the sleeves. Is it the shirt? This is like a gauntlet type thing that they're supposed to be wearing. Is what it is. Like a bracer for their arm. Is what it is. And then their shirt, they got one of those like billowy shirts on, and then they got the, you know, they got all the pockets, right? So they got all the things that they can grab. Like they got like garlic in one pocket, they got like silver shot in the other, and then somewhere over yonder here there's supposed to be a bag that I forgot that I was going to put on there with their ammo and stuff. What just made a noise? Because we are mind-linked, darling. We can't get away from each other, even when we try. Which we don't actually try all that often, or like ever, so. Anyway, hold on, let me find it so I can read it for you. Ooh, who is that? Okay, what is it? You said, hey yo, can you pretty please make Ida a werewolf and Rain a hunter? Okay, thanks, bye! Also, I love you! That's exactly what you did there. That's what she wrote. Oh, good.
Dang it.
Whoops, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
Sorry, guys.
I am putting a crossbow. That's what they're holding. It's legit what they're holding. Because you said loaf, dear. L-O-F-E. F as in Frank, L-O-F-E. That's only I have only ever seen that in Strange Magic. Only. Now, if you had said something like Luff, like L-U-F-F, that's only something that, like, I don't know where else I've seen that, actually. But that was the clue. Yeah, if you had never said that, I may not have realized it was you. However, the energy would have been extraordinarily familiar to me. I'll just say that much. Like I said, we're mind linked, so I need to look up a reference for crossbows. Hold on.
Be a stupid question, but what is strange magic?
Strange magic is you had to do that before I even...
movie that we absolutely love.
Yes, incredibly dumb movie that we absolutely love. Look up
I
Strange...
like dumb movies.
You would actually... I think you would really love it. It's a jukebox musical, and that's the part that kind of like turned me off for literally years, but the real problem was that this movie was set up to fail from the beginning, unfortunately, because they didn't market it like at all. And when they did, where they did market, they marketed horribly. Like, they wanted this movie to fail. It was from George Lucas, and even he kind of made some mistakes in how he phrased his own movie. He's like, I wanted to make something my 14-year-old daughter would enjoy. And you know, if he'd approached it like Star Wars, like he said that like Star Wars was for boys, so he made this for girls. If he'd approached it like Star Wars, everyone would have loved it, including girls, okay? Anyway, if you...
like girls loved Star Wars.
Exactly. If you look up Strange Magic 2015, the movie should pop right up. It's about fantasy creatures. You've got fairies, you've got goblins, you've got fog creatures. They're actually supposed to be called fog creatures. But everyone calls them goblins because that's just what they look like.
I thought they called them goblins in the movie.
They didn't actually call themselves goblins in the movie. In the movie, the only reference to goblins is when Plum said, or not Plum, yeah, it is Plum, who's like,
yeah.
That is the only reference. And that's the weird part about it, and that's why that's there, is because technically these creatures are supposed to be known as, quote, bog creatures. And that's why she's got the line of goblin dung, not like spreading your own poop around. It's just, like, that's not really what she's trying to say. She's speaking of goblins as if they are some other creature. But pretty much no one realizes, no one realizes they're actually not goblins. They just became goblins as far as everyone in the fandom was concerned.
Oh, Donna posts
Like no fighting or war, nothing in it?
Not really.
Bog apparently says send more goblins at one point.
Oh, did he really? I didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to look at it again. But anyway, yes. And yes, an epic story of love and hate between fairies and goblins. There's no real war. There's, quote, fighting, but, like, there's no guns or anything. There's swords and sword fighting, if you will, but it really, honestly, even when they're trying to be serious, it kind of looks like play fighting and or sparring. So, nothing terribly problematic, I would say, but watch it on a good day, just in case. And, like, they say, oh, they're going to war, and, like, they're sending an army, you know, but, like, it's just a random group of people, mostly.
It is a single platoon.
Most of them are elves that are not armed in any way. Like, they don't literally have they don't even have pitchforks. They're just there.
They have fucking standards.
Like, why are they there? Why are they even there? And yes, shiny armor. And punk transformations, yes. It's meant to be for kids, so there's nothing really... Like, it's definitely, like, less impactful. Like, remember when I said you would really like The Fifth Element? Watch The Fifth Element on one of your really, really good days, okay? Because, yes, there's guns, and there's shooting, and there's people that act like they're soldiers, and they're, quote, fighting a war.
There actually is military personnel in Fifth Element.
Yes.
Like, yeah, there's actually the "No, I am classified as a meat popsicle" line, which I don't feel bad saying because that's pretty early in the fucking movie.
It really is, though.
It's really early in the fucking movie. that is said to
basically a military cop, yeah.
Yeah, his
Like he's-
previous, like, an MP or some such.
Like he's supposed to be a cop or some shit.
No, he's former military.
No, yeah, he's former military, but I mean the guy he's saying it to is a cop, is a policeman.
Yeah, no, well, he's an MP, he's military police.
Yeah, that, yes. Can you post GIFs here? Okay, the GIF shows up, but you have to click it. So.
Yeah. Poor Bog!
I know, I love that scene.
Man, it's so fucking besieged.
I love how you're doing that, by the way, Donna, because then I get to see this shit, because you're sending it to me first. You're gonna love that one. Bog is like... Everyone loves Bog. It's funny because Bog thinks that he's hideous, but literally everybody loves him. Like, he is...
It's also pretty clear, like, in story, like, I absolutely believe the fan theory that, that he is simply just unaware that he is attractive, like, that he is perfectly attractive by goblin standards, and that there's no shortage of women perfectly willing. It's just... He is convinced that he's ugly, and so he's like, nah, they're obviously just gold diggers.
Yeah. Pretty much. I ascribe to that one too, more or less.
Yeah, like
I guess you could say in my fan fictions, it's more that he is it's less that he has an issue with his physical appearance and more like the social issues going on, I guess. But yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with what you just said. That I don't even know who made that fan theory, but whoever did, good on them for that one. That was absolutely accurate, I believe.
It's a good fan theory.
All the gifts. All of them.
Yep. All of them. Iffies. Okay, is that one's no longer attached to this thread, so that is fine. Oh, except
Also,
I wanted
this crossbow is probably not going to be 100% accurate, but I am trying. Also, I'm not spending a great deal of time on this part. I'm gonna try to maintain my don't spend with 5 years. I know, right? Like we all, me and you, and darn, I think Tiff too, huh? Like, and then we wrangled you. How did you get wrangled into it, Lynn? You're, like all of us are like late to the party.
Okay, so how I was very late to the party. I was very late to the party. I was tangentially aware that the movie existed, and was reading Sepner Set's.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You keep repeating that. I keep forgetting.
And fell in love with Set's story, and that's how I managed to get through. That's how I managed to get through like the singing that's at the beginning, because like I'm sorry, Roland's singing just whoo.
Oh yeah, Roland singing is just the worst.
Like he's not even like necessarily like he's not off key or anything. It's just the type of singing he's doing.
Right? Can you believe the amount of time that's passed, Donna? Like holy shit.
Nerves.
And yeah, I think honestly, because it's just so fast and easy to see that Roland is the... Please don't have a meltdown. Because it's so fast and easy to see that Roland is the, quote, bad guy.
He's what a douche.
He really is. Like, he
trash.
is... What?
I say the piece of trash.
Yes. Exactly. Absolutely.
They so do not hide the fact, like, even before they show you the fact that he's a douche, like, they do not hide. There is no moment where it is hidden that Roland is a dick whistle. Like, you start getting red flags immediately.
I was
The
gonna say, that
second you
movie
get-
started and I was immediately like, ew.
Right? I could, okay, I obviously already knew, but I didn't know for sure. Because, like I said, I was reading a story in which all of these characters existed, and so, you know, I was pretty sure that from what I had read, I knew who Roland was. I knew what he was when I picked him up. But I wasn't 100% positive, and the character seemed to like him, but very quickly discovered that nope. He's a dick.
Absolutely.
He is
I was gonna
an
say, I went in
absolute
fully blind and I was like, red flag.
Absolutely.
Like
All
he
the
is
red
a
flags.
walking red flag, though.
Like, absolutely is. And, well, crap.
Is it-
Hello, sir, please
Oh,
don't
I'm
hit
just
me.
like looking at this crossbow. I either need to move Rain's arm or move the crossbow. And I'm like,
Oh lord, no,
Bless
not
you.
that noise.
Sneeze, or did somebody just kick a dog? What the hell?
That was my hiccups. Those are my hiccups, man.
I say bless you all the time, but yes, it's her hiccups.
I'm making all the fucking noises, man. And worse yet, my hiccups are like, almost always one off. Like, maybe 5 minutes from now I might hiccup again. But my hiccups are usually a single, sharp, high-pitched, sounds like somebody is either violating a, rare bird, or somebody kicked a dog. And, like, I can't predict them. I don't know they're going to happen. If I knew that they were going to happen, I might be able to figure out a way to not make that noise.
My computer is making funny noises, and I can't figure out why. Also, I need to save my
That's
progress.
never good.
Right?
Yes, please save.
By the
Please
way,
save.
thank you for following, Katie. I appreciate it. I don't know why my thing didn't do the thing that it was supposed to do when people follow me, but it didn't.
Oh, it totally did. I saw it come up.
Did it really?
Yes,
It didn't make
I-
the
You
noise.
just missed it.
I just missed it? Oh, you know what? I must have just missed the noise. It must have, like, binged at a time when, like, the music or something. Okay. My bad. Wow.
No, you're good.
I'm the only one who missed it is the thing. Like, it's literally my
Yeah.
stream and I missed it. Oh, God. Okay, anyway. Thank you.
Honestly, I
appreciate it.
couldn't believe I hadn't followed you because it's definitely not the first time I've gone on your Twitch page.
Is it? What, it's not?
I mean, it's the
No?
first time I caught you a stream, but I went and stalked your Twitch page.
Oh, I see,
page
okay.
when you had one.
Yep.
So I'm surprised I hadn't hit the follow button when I did that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So apparently,
Also,
I
I'm
was
still having
getting
problems
better
with the
at-
crossbow. My apologies. I'm just sitting here like, ah!
Apparently, my efforts with the glue basting were better near the end, because these are less of a pain in the butt to sew than the purple ones that I started off with.
Oh, I hate sewer section.
We're gonna play with arms.
Play with.
Thursday, we play with arms.
Just take them off and put them back on. It'll be fine. That's what Eda used to do.
Exactly.
Why did that make my brain scream detachable penis?
That just gave a whole new meaning to those trans Eda fanfics I read.
Right?
Take home.
I'm just sitting here going, but why though, Brandon? But why though?
but why though? Okay.
I mean,
but-
my brain's
Don't
been doing
even
what
blame
why,
me
but
for
why
this
though
one.
all day.
right? Oh god. My brain.
right?
Brain, why?
Yes, Katie, brain, why?
Exactly.
God.
Ugh.
I hate it. I hate it. I'm not much better. Still haven't told you what's up with this new AU that popped into my head. In fact, ironically, another new AU. I don't know how I managed to tell Farrell first, Lynn, but I told Farrell first, and it's like, I did mention to you, though, how I was thinking of making an executive decision, because ordinarily when stories or plots or whatever, when I say that I'm more like a transcriptionist when I write these things, what I mean is, like, generally it will unfold a certain way in my head, and I won't change anything. I will just let it unfold as it would naturally based on the way these characters are and how they act. And so rarely do I make an executive decision to say, no, this projected outcome that is very likely the most plausible outcome of this situation I'm not going to let it happen. Like, very rarely do I ever do that, but in this particular instance, I'm like, really? like, really? Like, I just sat here and I'm like, I might just have to say no to this one. Not the AU in whole, but, like, that particular thing. And Farrell was suggesting ways to, like, alter it a little bit, but I don't know, we'll just see what happens. More than likely what's going to happen is I'm not going to change anything, but I don't know, I'm still annoyed.
Would you be changing it to make it more or less suffering?
Less suffering, technically, but...
But only
Depends
by
on who you ask.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, I suppose that's the case, isn't it? Depending on who depending on what's going on with the particular character. Okay, here's where this hand is going to be. It would be less suffering for one character, and probably the same amount of suffering for the other.
Oh.
But you would be happy to see that suffering with the other is the thing. Like, that one's gonna suffer anyway. So the question is, how much is the first character going to suffer? A lot more or a lot less? Because the one character is going to suffer as a direct result of actions taken. And,
understandable.
Yes, and the real question is, how far do those actions go? Is the actual question. How far do those actions go? In other words, even though I have marked this channel as not safe for kids, there's certain topics that I won't go into just because I'm not entirely sure what is not allowed to be talked about in the content guidelines for Twitch. So this
I was going to say, you don't want to break the TOU.
Yeah, so this one we will have to talk about off live stream. But regardless, yeah, it's one of those things where it's fun, but then there's shit that goes down, and then you're just like, how shitty do I want that shit to be?
How shitty is the shit that shits?
Yes.
Oh, when did this light go out?
Have you been sitting at a light this whole time?
No. I've been driving this whole time. I just got to a light and one of the green lights was out. It definitely wasn't like 2 days ago.
Gotcha. Okay, I am not 100% happy with how that looks, but I'm probably going to go ahead and leave this right here. Also, they're supposed... I don't know if I'm going to, like, do a satchel thing up here for, like, their crossbow arrows or what. I will figure that out at some point, but it's blocked out. We'll put it that way. So, yeah.
It would be a quiver and its bolts.
Thank you.
You are welcome. My D&D
I was thinking it.
My D&D ass just could not be quiet.
It's okay. You don't have to be. By all means, please.
I figured you weren't going to be super upset with me.
Yeah.
Which is why I voiced these things.
I would much rather be corrected, quite frankly.
Valid.
Yes. I knew it wasn't satchel, but I couldn't remember what it was actually called. And, yeah, that. Don't mind me, I'm drinking water.
Sure, it's water.
If it was something else, then it's probably me drinking it.
Or me.
me
Girls
and
over
you.
there are like, if it's something else, it's me drinking it, because I'm at work.
You right. I give a shit.
I am definitely not
Earl's
acting
over there like,
ridiculous.
please fire me. I'm trying so hard.
Like,
I know,
I really
right?
want you to fire me, actually. Please do the thing. Please actually fire me. For goodness sake.
Hey, if she does, she's the one who's fucked over, so.
Exactly.
I'm going to entertain myself in the meantime.
Really just sitting here listening to this playing Animal Crossing, okay?
There you go. Yeah, that's how to do it.
It vaguely reminds me of I had a very, very short term it was a temp job. Like the dude did insurance and he wanted to go on a vacation, and so he needed somebody to watch the office and take checks from his clients.
Mm-hmm.
But he did not want to teach someone how he did stuff. So he's like, okay, I'm just going to leave somebody instructions and go on vacation, essentially.
Oh no.
Which, the thing is he also did not, he expected very little out of the person who he left in charge of the office. He's like, pretty much, you take checks, you put them in a stack. Take cash, you put it in the stack. You denote what's happened, and you write down what messages I get, and direct people from my phone to come back next week. That's all I had to do. So I didn't have to mess with any sort of like payment system. I don't think anybody came in with cash, if memory serves. But some people did come in with checks. And so I just pretty much just sat around, played a bubble app on my phone.
I hate this
like
already.
a bubble pop app. And
Go away.
I just fiddle fucked around.
Yeah. Fiddle fucked around.
Fiddle
Really
fucked
did, I just fiddle
around.
fucked around.
I hated what I was just doing, so I need to get some shit out of my system, apparently, before I can focus on that. So, someone
Oh,
pick
Jesus.
Canon AU or Human AU. Actually, hold on.
Human.
Oh, alright. Human it is! Well, I gotta pull this
Question.
back. Yes. Yes. Question.
No, I
Oh,
missed
shit,
the
wait.
question, is what I said.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
The question was Canon or Human AU.
Oh, human should be fun.
Right?
Everybody agrees. Yay! Because that's
Yay.
what I was thinking.
Just so
That's just because I'm interested in this human.
in this human. Well,
the
it's good-
human.
the human AU. Okay, it's called the Bad Actor AU. Okay. And yes, I'm penciling in Tara and Faust because of course I am. Because why not? But anyway, the Bad Actor AU should give you some idea of what's going on. It is an actor AU because I just apparently had to do that. And the long story short of it is we've got. Sorry, I'm getting tangled in my wire.
Oh no!
Don't mind me.
Carefree.
Okay, anyway. So now I don't remember what I was saying.
Bad actor AU, pencil print Terra and Faust.
Yeah, Bad Actor AU. We've got. Wait, hold on. I don't like how that looks. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. So Tara, Ida, Rain, Luce, Willow, Hunter, and Philip, because yes, Philip, aka Bellos, are all actors, okay? And, oh, hello, Dana. Oh, hey, since you're back, hold on, before I continue with what I was saying. Here's what they look like so far. The sizing isn't necessarily accurate, but it's not inaccurate either. Ida probably needs to be bigger. Yeah, she's technically bigger than what Rain actually is. It's funny, too, because I actually shrank Rain. I need to shrink Rain again.
You didn't shrink them enough.
Further.
Did not shrink them enough. I didn't. That is absolutely accurate. But yeah, this is what they look like so far. So yes, fun times. By the way, I gotta take another detour because ADHD apparently. But I have a tiny space heater, and every time I turn it on, this is how cold it is. Okay, well, I mean, animals have a tendency to do this anyway, but whenever I turn it on, every time I turn it on, both the cat and the dog have to sit like right in front of the heater.
That was me when I was using mine with my cats. All of them would just curl in front of it.
Exactly. It's like, can you all not? Like, and they today, because it's been extra cold, and so today they got like right in front of it. Like they were like 5 inches away, like or less, in front of this damn heater. I'm like, can you not? You're gonna fucking singe your fur off. Ida's arguing with Rain about where she wants to go eat, and Rain is like, but I made dinner. And she's like, is it Chinese? Because I wanted Chinese. Damn, her time of the month and the full moon? Oh, shit. God, no wonder Rain had to get the crossbow out.
Right?
Don't fight, Rain. Just fucking run.
Right, you need to run. You ain't got enough chocolate or blood for this. Go away. Okay. On to the bad actor AU. Lilith is the agent for Ida, Rain, Luce, and Willow. Darius is the agent for Philip and Hunter. And Tara's agent is actually Perry. And Amity is Darius's assistant. And Perry's assistant is Gus, his own kid. So, Luce from under her bed, run, Rain, run! Yeah, like you need to run, bish. Yeah, exactly. So, in the AU, what's going on is they're working on the third movie of this series. In the first movie was a hit. Second movie went well, actually, which is hilarious since generally sequels tend to be horribly done. And then now they're all coming back for a third movie. You know, the climactic third movie in the series. And Philip is the bad guy, of course, and Ida and Rain are the good guys with their now Luz is technically, if I'm trying to remember, this part isn't entirely solidified, which is hilarious considering the stuff that is solidified. So Rain and Ida are the good guys, the good guy characters. Luce is like, I don't remember, she's on their side, but what it is like the kids weren't supposed to be involved in like the big conflict, but they became involved. And so Luce is the token kid character, right, with Ida and Rain. And Willow is her friend, but she's somehow connected to other things. And so then you have, of course, Philip being the bad guy, and his sidekick, second-hand general guy, whatever you want to call it, is Hunter. And they're all a little bit older. Okay, they're not like actual children, but they're mostly under 18 except for Hunter. Hunter's like in his early 20s. Or I should say Hunter's probably no older than 21. Yeah, Hunter's like maybe 20, 21, something like that, I think. And then like, or am I getting that wrong? Who am I mixing that? Whatever, that's not important yet. But yeah, anyway, point is, Philip and Hunter bad guys, Ida and Rain good guys, with Luce and Willow, yes, partaking in the good guy element. And now I'm sitting here thinking about it. I don't know that they are actually kids. I think they're like in their 18s and stuff like that, now that I think about it. Because you know how they'll get older actors to do younger parts?
Yeah.
That I think that's what's going on. Because in my head, like, they're not kid, like, they're called kids only because there's older people there's older actors. but like they're not actually kids. So I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, they're older than
So
that,
they're
aren't they?
15-year-olds playing the 15-year-olds.
They're what now?
They're like the 18-year-olds playing the 15-year-olds.
Possibly
Yeah.
the early 20s playing the 15-year-olds. Yeah, something like that. And
damn.
so, yeah, very possibly. Something to that effect, though. So, in that general vicinity, yes. And so, all that fun stuff. And the deal with Tara is that she actually is playing a character that was supposed to be a one-off character, but people loved the character so much in the first movie that the writers are like, okay, and they just wrote her in continuously. And so that's why she's back. She came back for the other ones, and she's basically in a... She's the character that isn't actually the bad guy or the good guy. And so... Another thing to keep...
Unfortunate caught in the middle character.
I wouldn't say unfortunate, but yeah, pretty much. Or maybe she is actually, considering what's written in to happen to her in the scene. But anyway, she's the middle, the one basically caught in the middle character. And so, one thing of note is that her and Philip have worked, have known each other for like 20 some odd years. Kind of think like Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, how they're always like paired together for roles. Well, the same kind of thing is like with her and Philip. Like they have been on screen a lot together, and they're just like constantly put together in roles because they have like that really good chemistry. Mm-hmm. And so they're just always together in roles pretty much, and so they basically are
They're work spouses.
Yes, actually, that's exactly how I described it. And so they have just like known each other for a while, and so on and so forth. Don't even have his arm right. Gosh darn it. I'm having some problems with this, even though this is what I was gonna draw anyway. Hold on. You know what? Let me just get your arm out of the way, Faust. Your arm is in the way. Okay, I am like really not collating myself very well, so give me just a minute here. Hold on, what the fuck? I'm usually better than this, even when I'm not good at this. It's this pose. That's what it is. Hold on. Let me go quiet for just a second. Hold on.
Not a problem, honey.
I think it's also this music is getting to me, but I can't use any other music because I have been caught for... Oh, I shouldn't say caught, because technically it was all supposed to be copyright free and I was supposed to be able to fucking use it. But I've been, like, slapped on the wrist.
For it.
Yeah, not a full claim, actually.
You know how many fucking people use copyright music in their shit?
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. Like, for real. Really? And especially because it was stuff that wasn't supposed to be. And so...
It would be copyright-free stuff, I remember that.
Yeah. And I was just
Wasn't I the one who found it, who realized that it was silent for a little while?
I think so, yeah. I do believe so.
I swear, Twitch, YouTube, all the streaming places are like, oh, you don't have a lot of followers? Yeah, we're just gonna repeatedly ding you specifically.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking bullshit. Because you know they wouldn't do that to a big streamer. Dorian, are you just sitting in the litter box?
Yes. This is my home now, mother.
The fuck? Freaking weirdo.
Okay, I know this is probably going to be a little controversial, but cats.
Yeah, I know. But they're still little weirdos. I tell no lies.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
true. That's definitely not a lie. I think I'm finally getting this better. Okay, anyway. So yes, the AU basically begins where they're all coming together for the third installment of this series. And the big, like, kind of like shocking rando thing that happens is that suddenly there's this guy that shows up outside. At least 2 of you have seen this scene because I wrote it out to you. And everyone's like, who the fuck is that? But then Tara's like, not like that. Yay! Actually far more excited and less weird sounding. And just books it to meet the dude. And this is when they realize, oh, that's her husband. And the part of it that's weird is that, you know, not weird, but like they didn't know like what her husband looked like. Like they didn't, like there was, Philip thought he was not alive. Like literally Philip thought that her husband was not among the living because she never fucking talked about him. Like in the Twitter.
Oh, this is obviously a painful memory.
Yeah, and like
obviously a memory.
Yeah, and like he thought that the thing with her like stating that she's married on everything was like a sentimental thing, and so that becomes a problem later. But anyway, they discovered that Faust is very much not dead. And he has shown up. And now what they really come to understand is that, oh, okay, they just keep their lives separate. You'll never guess what happened while I was... Uh-oh. What happened? While you're typing that out, I'll continue. So... Oh yeah, they were keeping each other's lives separate basically. So like he was not involved at all in her career, essentially, her acting life in any way, shape, or form, and like their life on private was kept on private. So that's like basically what was going on with that. And so then it becomes interesting and weird. Sorry, butt cheeks.
Yeah, so the thing was essentially went to do the dishes, and then came back, sat down in the chair, and just collapsed out from underneath them. That sucks. Was it a fast collapse or a slow collapse?
That's ow. That is fucking ouch.
Because as someone who has collapsed chairs underneath them before, slow collapse is not super ow, it's just embarrassing and freaking you out. Fast collapse is ow.
I've never collapsed a chair, but I've missed them.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared. Like, you're never prepared when the chair collapses out from underneath you, let me tell you.
Oh, I have no doubt. I'm terrified it's going to happen to someone on one of my kitchen chairs because they're so old and creaky. Like, one of these days when my friends is going to sit down, it's just going to collapse.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually had a friend who sat down on one of our kitchen chairs, which was one of those, like they've got the caster wheels on them. And the moderate speed sat down and began going and kept going, and I wound up on the floor. Yeah, that does definitely sounds like moderate speed. Not enough time to actually realize what was going on. But this buddy, he sat down in one of our chairs and was sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, something made a pop noise, and we all kind of, like, lifted our heads and looked towards the noise, and he's sitting there with big eyes, and then the chair just kind of goes, as the legs split apart, because, you know, it was like a little four-way leg down at the bottom, you know. It's
right.
Built sort of like a chair that would be, you know, a roller chair. So it's got a center point, and then you can move around from that center point. Well, the legs just got further apart until they just tried to put him on the floor. So that was...
Aww. fucking chair. What you need to do is take it out back and just break it more. Be like, fuck you! This is what you get! We're not doing your job properly!
Yeah, the time that I had a chair go out from underneath me was at a barbecue. I am not a small woman. So we were at like a 4th of July type party, and now, in fairness to me, the chair that I sat on is one that I've been sitting on since I was a child. It is an old-ass fucking chair.
Oh boy.
It's a lawn chair, and it's not like they get put away for the winter. At best, they get put in the garage. It was at my dad's house, and I was just like, okay, let's go sit down on this chair. And I sat down on my chair, and I sat down, and then it just goes, ugh.
It did what now?
Just went, ugh. Kind of just like gave up. And just like the back leg just went, ugh, and fell and, you know, just like slid out from underneath me. And, you know, obviously as the metal bends, it just bends more and more quickly. And so I'm like, in front of like all the family friends and stuff like that. So I'm just like, all of us, I'm like trying to save my food, because of course that's what I'm doing. It's not a plate of food. Obviously I don't do something smart like try to save myself and eat the food. No, I try to save the food.
Save
yes,
the food.
Definitely do that, because yeah,
Okay.
if you purposefully bought something that is supposed to hold up to those of us who are of larger
Okay, no, but
bodies.
for real though, that is actually a knock against the chair and the manufacturer. Okay, like it's meant to be sturdy. Okay, it is meant to hold up. That's the point of that fucking chair. So that's a problem, and they need to reimburse for that.
For fucking sure, man. That is not on you. If they did not make it, if it was supposed to have, you know, like some pretty serious hefty duty, it doesn't matter how heavy you are. If it fell out from underneath you and you weigh less than the maximum capacity, they have some fucking answers.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do it.
On another note, those are like the most extremely comfy fucking chairs. Like my job had some, and I tried to steal one, and they wouldn't let me. Like, not to go home with, but I mean, like, for my desk. Like, I tried to take one out of the meeting room. Like, y'all won't notice if I just, like, scoot this over yonder, right? And I'm like, nah, they did. They absolutely did. They're like, no, you guys can't be stealing the chairs out of this meeting room. And, like, all the chairs in that meeting room were, like, the big plus-size, like, comfy chairs, too. And it's like, but you have so many. Just let me have the one.
You don't need all of them.
Exactly. God. So comfy. And as a fucking desert cat that they put in a fucking meat locker for this job, I swear. Like, it would have done me wonders, because then I could have, like, easily crossed my legs in there and just, like, bundled up in, like, my 10 fucking blankets. Because that was literally the way that it felt like for that job. The way they had us, like, cooped up in there, and, like, how cold they had the damn... They never...
Stop ripping that bag.
Huh? What?
Oh. I have a child, and he is being brat.
No. Stop being brat.
Eh.
Also, look at how cute these two are. They're just so fucking cute.
Fucking adorable.
I love these two so much.
I have to go sit on a child, apparently.
Oh dear.
It's a cute little pose.
Yeah.
He does. He got flat little head.
Also, she's like a foot shorter than he is. Like, actually more than a foot, I think. But at least a foot. Like, she's... Also, she's like a... Actually more than a foot, I think.
Yeah, you said 5'4" to his like 6'8" or something.
Yeah.
Actually more than a foot, I think.
Yeah, you said
My audio
5'4" to
keeps
his like
coming
6'8" or something.
Yeah.
Whose audio is on?
Yeah, you said 5'4" to his like 6'8" or something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Whose audio is on?
It's me.
It's not me.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's me.
I think whoever it was, they found it.
Okay. Oh, it was Donna, I think.
You might, sir.
You're going? What? You just got back.
No, I was trying to figure out how to fix it.
There you go. Also, hi! I get to hear you finally. It's been so long.
Yay, Donna's
Yeah.
actually on.
I'm kind of happy I didn't have the microphone on like 3 minutes ago because I just had to bollock the dog. I got a fucking knuckle bone today, and how she thanks me for it is take it to the garden, bury it there, and then bring it back to put under my pillow
Oh
in
my
the
god.
bed.
Oh no! Under your pillow?
Oh.
Okay, Grimwalker Rain
God.
hurts me so bad. By the
Has
way.
Rain not suffered enough?
With what Katie has got going on, okay? By the way,
Okay, look.
Katie is Assassin Lover on AO3, by the way, just saying.
Oh,
Got
it.
I probably won't draw that actually, but you're not wrong. It is definitely a neat idea. But ouch, just like so much ouch. I'm one to talk. I really shouldn't be talking about the ouches because I do way too many ouches myself. At least
I don't know how to write happy, okay? I wrote what was supposed to be a one-shot of smut, and I still managed to make it depressing.
yeah, you did actually. That hurt too.
Like, write what you know, but what if you don't know happy?
I don't know happy. What is this happiness you speak of?
Exactly.
I'm the one who does most of the crackhead fluffy stuff.
Hey, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. You're fine either way.
Man, think about
But if you gotta go, thanks for stopping back by again. And definitely get with the insurance about that chair. That was dumb. That was bullcrap.
Mean.
It's very simplified
Yeah.
version of it, but it's really what happened.
Yeah.
Might not have been a cat, might have been a little thing crying.
It's funny because it sounds louder on Twitch than it does here.
Really?
Our voices?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to kind of figure out what I'm doing.
Huh.
Because it was like awkward like that.
Well, that's odd.
Yeah. And,
What the hell?
and yeah, there's no music now. So that's a relief.
Oh, sorry.
It's very, Mario.
Yeah, I need to download some different music, but the only music that I know won't get me hit for copyright is video game music, and
Even that.
But what also won't get you caught for copyright?
what?
Not having any music at all.
See, the thing is
Also
you'll be
an
able to
option.
hear my fans if I don't have something.
Right?
You'll hear the fans, and plus it kind of drives me a little nuts, quite frankly. I can
Okay.
turn it down a
Fair
little bit
enough.
more. In
Do
fact,
you have
did I-
headphones?
well, here's the thing. I can't. I guess I could put.
Oh
the-
yeah, with the stream. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
of
I
course.
could technically put earbuds in while I'm talking to you guys on the headphones.
No, don't be silly. Don't overcomplicate it. I was just trying
Oh God.
to be like a funny suggestion, But I guess I'm not.
I
in a
mean,
very
it's
funny
totally a
mood.
plausible suggestion. It's both funny and plausible, is the thing.
Crowd noise.
Crowd
I'm
noise.
not changing my sheets now. I won't be able to go to bed like that.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I'm not too happy about it.
I wouldn't be either. Like, gosh darn,
It's so
child.
fucking muddy. I threw out the window to the garden. I was like, I called out, anybody? No? Chucked it out the window.
Good.
Fuck this thing. And I
God.
kicked her out the room. Closed
Like,
the door.
Gotta
it.
love
I
our
love
fur
that.
babies, but sometimes they just do the stupidest shit.
And she looked at me like, what are you doing to my bone? It's my bone. I'm like,
Yeah, in
"Oh,
my
it's
bed where it
strange."
doesn't belong. You little shit. It sounds like when
Just
my
like,
dog
oh,
got in
I
my
was
bed and
talking
did
about
things that
I knew
shouldn't
she'd fucking do it as well. I knew she'd do it because earlier she was like, she was trying to bring it in a house. I was like, no, if you got the ball, you're staying out. But obviously, as soon as I walk out, I take the kids upstairs. You know, it's like free for all down there. And the door just open because Josh just goes out. So of course, you know, she has free range. You can just walk in and out as much as she likes. So,
Yep.
we're out of my control. Not ideal.
She
You
did
can
the thing.
stay out. You can bugger off, you.
Like, fuck off. Love you, but go away. Leave me alone, you little shit.
She kicked the door open. She's like, scratch, scratch. Until it opens up.
That
Well, I
was.
almost got my cat.
However, but it's a lot of work that I really didn't want.
Yeah. I remember
What's the
that.
truth? You know, because you were there.
I
You
was.
were there when they brought her over. I was having a meltdown. I really didn't want the work and like.
You're like, I have not asked for this. You realize that you guys are assholes because, of course, I'm the one who's gonna have to be taking care of this dog. Like, and then I remember the audacity of your mother-in-law to be like, oh yeah, look at your auntie or some shit. Like, like instead of saying that you were mama to the dog, and it's like, excuse you.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, if I, and you know, fucking taking this dog in, I may as well have her like, she's my dog.
right? Like, this is my dog. Like, I have to take care of the dog. It's my dog.
It's like a weird, resentful possessiveness.
Right? Like, I didn't want the dog anyway,
It's my
but you know
dog.
what? It's my fucking dog.
Exactly.
I mean, that is a
I'm not gonna
reasonable-
like it,
I'm sorry,
but she's
that's a
my
reasonable
dog.
reaction. That is totally a reasonable reaction. Like, no, you're the dog is living at your house. You have taken this dog in. That's your dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's no reason to suggest otherwise. That is
I
definitely your
still
dog.
can't believe that one, wow. I still can't believe the sister-in-law was like, oh, but, like, I wanted 2 dogs. Like, that's supposed to be my dog, too. I'm like,
Who? What?
Your sister-in-law. How
Oh,
she like, it was originally supposed to be, like, both dogs were supposed to be
yeah,
theirs, and you're
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Oh man, I don't know what in her pretty little mind she thought she can handle both those big ass dogs. You know, the half mastiff. What made her think she could deal with them?
Oh my
In
god.
what world? You know?
Yeah,
In
that.
what world? She doesn't even walk the dog she has.
You just reminded me that I gotta walk my
Right.
dog.
Like,
Isn't
you know?
isn't the
Like
puppy-
the other day I went to visit in the house there. I came because I'm like for play dates. You know, we meet the dog because they're sisters, and they're pretty much the only ones that I found that can really match each other's energy. And so I brought her over, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Tokyo." That's the kid's name for Tokyo.
It,
So Tokyo's like, "Oh, she's a little bit hyper because I haven't walked her in a week." And I'm like,
In
"Oh,
a week?
fuck, a week?
Oh
A
my
week?
god.
You know?"
Damn.
I'm like, "What have you been doing?"
Holy shit.
where is the dog shitting?
In the garden, and she picks it up.
Okay, well at least she. Do
Yeah,
they
she's
at least
got-
have a
she's
big
got
enough
room.
dog garden for the dog to run around in, or not?
Pardon? Yeah, it was a big. She was like, her reasoning was that because it was like a corner house, and it did have a really fair sized garden, like pretty big, you know. Then every time there was somebody passing by, dog runs up and down. That's enough exercise. And I'm like, dude, that's not the exercise. It's the mental stimulation. Why don't you go in a room and stay in there for a week at a time? Tell me how you feel. You know,
Right?
like, she doesn't provide any kind of extra stimulation, toys, games. She doesn't engage with them, doesn't play with them, doesn't like, and nothing, you know. So I don't know. It's not abuse, you know, but like
May as
it's like
well be.
it's borderline. You know, this is why I was so daunted by it, because I knew if you're gonna have a living animal with you, you have to commit. You have to really put in the time and the work, and you know. So for me, it was such a daunting process.
Yeah, because you actually like go to do that
I was
shit properly.
I was fully aware of what's gonna entail, and I wasn't happy about it.
Yeah. For good reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, my resident seamstress just tell me if I'm doing shit wrong. This is supposed to be a suit.
Oh, I'm not even. I've been sewing.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you look at it, feel free to tell me if I'm
Oh, no,
doing
I
some
clicked
shit
back
wrong.
over because I had clicked away because I was looking at something else while I was sewing, and I'm clicking back.
Just like a standard suit jacket.
Yeah. They do not all have them, but
Oh my god.
a good fair number of suits have a split in the back of the jacket
Yeah.
for their butt.
Yeah.
And
Right at the back, and it overlaps.
he has enough booty that I think that most likely he would have the, you know, they usually lay flat, so it's just kind of like something that would be a little
Kind of like
words are eluding
this.
me. Like it would probably still be over. Well, since his arms are lifted up, it might.
So
not
would it be more like this, or do you think it would be more like this?
It's definitely going to be more closed.
Okay.
On the more
I'm
closed
sending
back.
it. I'm sending you an image. There's two different variations to it, right? Where should I send it?
Just to me.
Okay.
Or yeah,
So-
either way. Yeah, go ahead and
Can
send it.
you see? Look how it overlaps, right? It doesn't. It's not like a split.
you?
Uh-oh.
Sir,
Overlaps.
fuck?
And then there's the two on the sides, which is really old-fashioned. These days, the suits normally have the one in the middle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, men's suit jackets do not always have it, but if it's a more fitted suit with more with a guy who has a relatively narrow waist and a larger flare at the hip or butt, they will have that little split. And he seems to me like the shape of a guy who would have that split because he does have some booty on him.
Simply 'cause booty. Yeah.
The booty. Okay, now I have to get down on the floor and pick up all my fabric because someone decided to clean their ass on top of the table.
Oh my god.
Me.
Okay.
Did you say you?
So, Italian is no vent, American is single vent, and English is double vent. I did not know this, but
Huh.
it is handy.
Is that what the
Oh.
back is called?
Yeah.
That's what the split at the back. It's to. It's called a vent, but essentially it's just a split. Like you know how like
Lol.
at the side of
Yeah,
the
but that's
skirt.
funny though.
Yeah, especially since it's like in the back by the butt. Yeah, we have to vent these asses.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was exactly why I thought it was funny.
Does the number have implications then?
You also get like a little, an actual split, not the like a pleat. You know, you could get just
Oh,
the
I
split
see.
at the sides. It's you know you can play around with it. So it's whatever's easiest for you, really.
You know, the really bad part, you know what? Yeah, he'll probably go with the American version. It'd probably just be easier to have the American version, I think.
Probably.
Mhm.
Well, no, I can't.
And that's probably the easiest for him to actually acquire, simply because he lives, like, home state is Hawaii, so yeah,
Nah, but
I'm gonna go with that.
so he's a movie star in this.
No, actually, Faust isn't. So that's right. I didn't end up continuing. Excuse me. So the reason no one knew like Faust at all is because his profession
muggle.
has nothing to do with hers, and they both decided they wanted to keep their life, like his life essentially, and his profession, if you will, like basically him separate from her career, like him and their actual personal life separate from her acting career. So on her acting page, basically, it states that she's married, but you have to go off of that to like her actual like real name and like her actual socials to see any information about her husband. And you still won't see much because he's not like a social media type person. So even though he's not necessarily a not well-known person, he doesn't have personal social media. So what he is he's an educator, and along the lines of being like having a doctorate, if you will, probably in Pacific Islander studies, because he's half Italian, half Polynesian, and so like and he's a resident of Hawaii, so it's probably something around there. And then he also happens to have a little bit of activism going on as well, and so there's just a little bit that he's got going on that really doesn't have anything to do with what she's doing, and they both like decided that they wanted to keep it separate. So this is why no one really knew who he was unless they were to like actually like look up his name and try to look him up, and then they would find his like professional profiles. So him showing up was just like really random. Like, well, why the heck is he here? Like, oh, that's who he is. Okay, cool, but why is he here? So
like, oh, that's Tara's husband, but why though?
But why though? And oh shit, whoops, that's not what I was just trying to do.
Oh shit, that's Tara's husband. He's alive.
He's alive. He exists, and he's fucking huge. What the hell? Like, I mean, look at this.
He likes them big.
That she does.
That's a lot of man.
You got a size difference kink. It's fine.
Evidently. So, yeah, no one but the director, the assistant director, and like the producers knows why he is here. And the weird part is that he's basically traveling with the cast and crew. Like, he's basically gonna be there the whole way for this particular movie. And again, no one actually knows why, and Tara is also not saying why. And so, yeah, he's just there, and basically people get to see this and essentially get to know Faust. And it's not all that, it's as weird as it is, it's not all that bad. He's, ironically, as much as he mean mugs people, as you can see here, he's actually fairly friendly when you get to know him. And believe it or not, really good with the younger people on set. And generally, any of the kids that are around actually end up liking him a lot.
Elvis curl.
Yes, I kept the Elvis curl because fuck yeah.
End up liking him. The exact opposite of canon.
The exact opposite of canon, yeah. Now, to be fair, in canon, he can be very, like, he can seem to be kind of meanish and kind of, like, really strict and stern when it comes to his actual, like, educator roles. Like, when he's teaching in giving the lectures, most of that kind of spawns from being used to dealing with older people, like basically in their late teens, early 20s, and adults who are just kind of like being dicks. So like it sort of, because again he's Polynesian, he's
troubled kids.
Yeah, right, exactly. So he's
Set them straight.
exactly. And he's basically used to people just sort of like being assholes because he's Polynesian, he's of the native Hawaiians, and he's just sort of used to people sort of behaving a certain way at him, and therefore he approaches the situations immediately with the mean mug and like, you're not going to bullshit me because you're going to be sorry for it. But then, you know, when people, as long as people, you know, be respectful and genuine towards him, he will calm down. So, and it's not to say that he's immediately like mean or abrasive, but he just is immediately like, I'm not going to take any of your shit. And if you're going to give the shit, you're going to be sorry you gave it, kind of thing. So, you know, people quickly learn that that's just what it is that's actually what it is. It's not actually that he's a mean-spirited person or anything. So, yeah, so the kids and the younger peeps actually kind of end up liking him a lot because he's actually pretty fun to be around. And so on and so forth. So we get a lot of like the actor shenanigans and like the jokes about Ida and Rain, like when the fuck are you two gonna get together kind of thing. Like, and we just sort of like get to be around for like the fun stuff. But eventually we figure out that the reason that Faust is like hanging out essentially for the whole thing is because there's actually been a scene written into the movie that he's like, okay, either this scene isn't happening or I'm going to be present because this is no,
Because that's my wife.
Yeah.
Raggy.
Yeah, pretty much. And what it is like even Tara like had reservations about the scene, but in the end didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to halt production and like stop the project over a scene that in her mind made sense. Like context wise it made sense to have this scene. So she's like, you know, and then also like there's an important factor of the scene, which is that like there's another character that's supposed to like actually see what happens in this scene, and it's kind of an important part of the story. So that's why she's just like, but, and he's like, either you're going to badger them into either taking it out or rewriting it, or I'm gonna put my foot down for once and say, no, you're not doing this, because he's never done that before. He's never interacted or interfered with anything that she's ever done, and this is like the one time where he's like, no, we're not doing that.
Veto card.
Say again?
I said he's using his veto card.
Yeah, his very rarely used veto card. He was going to use it here, so it's like either I'm going to be present or literally we're just not doing this. It's not happening. And so he does, like, basically it ends up being agreed that, okay, you can tag along and be around for this kind of thing. You can hang out and so on. I'm not going to go into great detail what the scene is. I'm sure y'all can probably take some context clues here. Yeah. And so on and so forth. As it so happens, him being present was in fact very much needed, and the unfortunate part is that it did in fact, I shouldn't say this is the unfortunate part, the whole thing ends up being unfortunate, I guess you could say, but regardless, production ends up halted, as it turns out anyway, and it was a good thing that he was present, and it kind of like just goes from there with like the natural reaction of like the crew, or I should say the cast, like learning what was going on and what to do about it and blah 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 and so on and so forth.
Did we take the shit out of someone?
No, at least not at first. But no,
first.
he does. He does basically stop the whole shoot. Basically, though, he literally comes onto set, like camera's still running and everything, and it's like, yeah, no, stop right now, stop it, and so on and so forth.
This is mine. Bye.
Bye. And so yeah, that fun stuff. Aside from that, though, it's a lot of like the actors' interactions with each other and everything. Especially fun with like, you know, Ida and Rain.
Okay.
Who, say again?
Sorry, I was talking to the car in front of me.
Ah, yes, careful. I'm guessing you did end up having to go ahead and go to Grandma's house.
Yeah, but I forgot my money, so I gotta go back to my house.
Lol. Yep.
Tell me you lost your keys.
So, yes, and then a lot of it is like the actor interactions and the people interactions and stuff. Like, Tara and Philip aren't the only people who have like done acting roles together and done things long term. We also have Rain and Ida, who, surprise, surprise, have not admitted their feelings for each other yet in this AU either. And, or I should say, yes, like, haven't gone back together, or whatever you want to call it. They've got some shit going on too, basically. And it's just kind of this funny thing where like everyone is sort of like, without actively deciding that they're going to be all together and trying to get the two together, everyone is all together and trying to get the two together. So that's just some funny stuff that's going to end up happening. And then of course we get to see the unfolding development that is Luce, the young star actor, falling in love with the assistant that is Amity, because Amity is in this one, she's had some modeling go on and she is trying to branch into acting, but her mom is very much, no, there's more money in being a talent agent, so no, you shouldn't do that, because you should do this instead. So that's why so that's why she is she's Darius's assistant, but she's also like trying to see about getting out of that. Potentially her and Darius are like doing stuff on the side of like trying to like get her gigs, like so on and so forth, like plotting. And it's kind of funny, honestly. But yes, Luce and her have like met and know each other, and there's maybe a thing there, maybe there isn't, and so on and so forth. So that's always cute.
Maybe a thing there, but they're really not saying if there is.
Yeah. And then we also have the adorableness that is Hunter and Willow, because yes, those two are going to be kind of a thing going on as well. So we just get to like see this from the perspective of, like real people / actors, behind the scenes chicanery and so on and so forth. And then the thing of, remember how I mentioned how Philip actually thought that Faust was dead because of the fact that like Tara never fucking talked about him or her personal life a whole lot, like ever in like the 20 fucking years that they've known each other. Yeah,
He's
well,
been nursing a crush, hasn't he?
yes, he has. And so yeah.
Like it's you.
It's just you.
Just ew. So now we have the situation where, he has realized now, oh, her husband is real and alive. Like, this is a thing. And so now, like, how is that going to play out? And that's some interesting stuff, because Faust immediately doesn't like him.
I wonder why. Maybe it's because he notices that this dude's been peeping at his bird.
That's one way to put it. And she's just like, we're just work friends, okay? Like we, I've told you about him, you know, and he's just like, my
Yes.
love.
Yes, I know.
Darling.
No, that's the thing. We're like, we're just friends, and everyone else is like, uh-huh.
You say that, dear.
Yes, ladybug the shit out of
Are
it.
you sure you guys are on the same page about that?
Exactly. What about ladybugs?
Miraculous ladybugs. Tara's the one going, we're just friends.
Oh
I
dear.
haven't watched that, so I don't know it.
But I can get what you're saying, though. Yup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well.
And she's so small. I fucking love it.
Okay. Gas the money. Now I'm gonna be late, but.
Well, they're lucky you're going at all, so,
You're right. Because I really didn't wanna.
It is decidedly a deal with a deal with a deal with it.
It's like, for the record, I didn't want to be here.
Dude, honestly, if I didn't owe you money, I wouldn't be here. That's also why I had to turn around. I was like, yeah, I need that.
Like, whoopsie daisy.
Well then, suck my soul too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's so wonky because I'm not used to using such tiny ass fucking pieces, and there's not nearly enough space in my basting, but I don't care. It's gonna look a little wonky. I don't fucking care.
By the way, I didn't end up saying anything, but it looks really cute. I saw the picture that you put in the thingy thing.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's so pretty.
I might be switching this canvas around, actually.
Really, motherfucker? Could you fucking not? Are you capable of moving through this home without knocking shit over?
No.
No.
Yeah, the answer is no.
The answer is absolutely not. I like how every single one of us
to
was
get
like,
on
yeah,
the
no.
fucking table to get onto the goddamn couch.
Someday, someone's going to break into my house, and I'm just going to assume it's the cat.
Right?
It's literally
That's
why I have
fair.
the alarm system, because if I hear a crash, I just assume it's the cat.
Right? Ugh, he's so frustrating. Like, he's an old man, and so he's getting rickety. So he does things that, you know, in the past, he would be able to do without causing a fucking problem. But he's old now, and he doesn't seem to recognize that he's 14 fucking years old, and so he does not move like he used to move.
Poor baby.
I love him dearly, but oh my god, some days I just want to fucking choke this little bitch. It doesn't help any that this is also the cat that for a good portion of those 14 years hated my fucking guts.
Ugh.
And now you're like, I love you and I'm happy that you love me, but...
Yes.
But if you keep this up, your existence will be short.
Your existence will be shortened. Daddy will miss you. I mean, honestly, he's actually a really sweet cat. He's just kind of also an asshole. Like, he just has his fucking moments where you just want to fucking yeet him.
My cat Aria, that's exactly how she is.
Well, and like, he knows a lot of things. Like, he knows what he can get away with and what he can't. So, he knows that if he, like, intentionally and very obviously intentionally knocks stuff off, he's gonna get thrown, you know? Sure, it's just onto the couch, but he's gonna get thrown. And he doesn't like that. But if he walks on stuff he's not supposed to, and that stuff falls down, well, that's just gravity working against him. And he knows I'm too nice to fucking eat him for things like that.
I'm sorry, but that's funny.
Well, if he does something like decides that he needs to be sitting on a table instead of on something soft like the couch, when he decides he's going to clean himself, and he knocks some shit off, I will see that he's like, oh, good, because he's like, he is master of his face. Like, that whole thing in Puss in Boots, but with Puss in Boots where he, like, does the cute face thing, this cat has mastered that shit. He's absolutely mastered facial expressions. He knows what his face is doing. He does, because he glares at me, he makes cute face at me when he wants me to let him up on me. He does all the fucking faces. Like, sincerely does all the fucking faces. And I'm just like, bro, I know that you know you're making the, oh goodness, however did that happen face. I know you know that you're doing that. You're not tricking anyone. But yeah, you're doing a good job of making that stupid face and making it look like you didn't know what was going on because you're just a sweet little kitty. And he and I have this very, very love-hate sort of relationship where it's like, look, asshole, I know. I know you're fucking with me. I can't prove it on paper, but I know you're
But I
dead.
know.
I know.
Also, like, whoever thought that memories was a good idea needs to be shot out of a fucking cannon.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, okay, not obviously not like human memory. Memory is a good thing, but like on social media and other stuff.
Oh, that,
like,
yeah, fuck
where you
that
get
shit.
memories, OneDrive is showing me memories, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting here going, OneDrive, I've had you for 6 months. Why are you showing me memories? Why would I want you to show me memories? Why would I give a flying fornication what I was doing 6 months ago?
I want to
Because I
drop
don't.
kick the person in front of me.
I don't blame you.
They
But
have
what
a
did they
bunch-
do?
They have a whole bunch of pro-life shit on their car, and I want to drop kick them.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ram into the back of their car and then drop kick them when they get out.
I mean, that's one way to do
I'll
it.
get you out of going to your grandma's house.
Yeah, hey, so I was in an auto accident, and it may or may not have been my fault,
Auto
but...
accident, I might be going to jail for assault. I'm not gonna make it.
I'm waiting on the police to show up because I just assaulted a person.
Kick them hard enough in the head, they won't remember who hit them.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It was definitely just like a random deer. I don't know where it came from. It came out of nowhere. I watched it happen.
It was a deer. It's totally a deer. It was a
It
deer.
was definitely.
Fucking deer.
Oh, this matching this mirrored injury to my vehicle. Oh no, that was the deer too.
But there was two of them, and then they like somehow they just got up and walked away. And there's no hoof prints in the snow because I don't know.
I don't know if that's a bot or not, but thank you for the offer. I'm unavoid. I'm not gonna know how to say that. Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it, but I have no money, so like I shouldn't.
Thanks
say
for
that.
the offer, but you picked the wrong one.
Yeah, I am desperately trying to hold on to what little I have left. So thank you. I'm sure it would technically be a good investment, but I can't do that right now.
Wrong person at the wrong time.
Pretty much.
Every time someone's like, "Here, do this thing for money," and I'm like, "I'm poor."
Yeah,
It's
like you realize I'm poor, right? Thank you for the offer, though. If you're not a bot, I hope you're enjoying the art. Yeah, I know, right? You are not the first person, by the way, who I have known who's had that happen. I'm like, why are you suing a teenage college student? Like,
dude, I was 18, unemployed, and had just moved to college. The fuck money did that bitch
I
think I had?
exactly. Like, seriously, like, not even suing the fucking insurance company, which you shouldn't be suing them anyway. They're technically actually going to pay for it, but like trying to, and I guess really that's why they try to sue the person personally, is because they know they're not going to get anything from the insurance company. But that's the thing that's just like really.
Is that sometimes you do get it from the insurance company. Because my best friend was my passenger and didn't have health insurance, and my insurance company told her they weren't going to pay her medical bills, so she sued my insurance company and she won.
See, there you fucking go. You can sue the insurance company. Don't fucking go and sue personally a random person. Like, really? Especially a college why? Just why? Like, and of course, and you are also the other person who I know of that this happened to years and years ago, former friend of mine. It was also some like woman, some lady with kids. Like, are you did having kids like dumb you down all of a sudden? Like, what the hell? Like, what? Why are you doing that?
That's alright. Somebody tried that on me like 2 years ago.
Like, for real? Like, what is up with this shit?
Like, my ass was literally just out of service and just out of the hospital for burn treatments, and they tried suing my ass. I wasn't even the one driving.
What?
Oh my god, you're serious? Are you serious?
has a fucking heart attack. I'm just standing there when I get the message, like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
It wasn't my car. I wasn't driving. How the hell is my name on here?
Oh my god.
Your car?
You see these wounds? Do I look like I got money?
People are stupid. Really? Is my mother not even here? Womp. Now, like, everyone can see my tires
Mailbox
back.
at work. No.
I was told 4 o'clock. Why is no one fucking here?
In
Leave
case.
the money in the mailbox with a sticky note saying, I was here, you weren't mine.
Bye.
My grandmother is inside, but, like, my mom isn't here. My grandfather still hasn't come back with the food.
Rude.
Oh. Yeah, that was the other reason that they got me to come out. It's like food. I'm a very simple person. Give me food.
Right.
But seriously, what the hell?
Okay. I have only gotten 1 foot. I think I need to fix that foot. I do. Gosh darn it. Shoes are the bane of my fucking existence, I swear.
We know.
Just make her sandals, you know?
I...
Make a foot. You know, she dragged them to the beach.
She just ran across the parking lot barefoot.
Oh god.
Okay. I gotta be right back, actually. I'll be... Just 1 second, I'll be back. You don't have to
Oh
stop
yeah,
talking,
my
but I gotta
sidewalk's
be
the
RB.
same way.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll just slide my feet. There we go.
Did I tell you how I shot my cat?
Yeah, I'm surprised I beat her. I had to turn around because I forgot my money. Here's that for. Oh wait, I want my clip. You can have the money. I want the clip.
I want the clip and money.
You're welcome. I tried. Well,
So
it's
y'all have
only
seen pictures of my
4:08.
cat, right?
Yeah. A little.
I almost shot
little-
my cat like 2 nights ago.
Oh no!
I
On
did not
purpose
know
or
she was-
unintentionally?
Unintentionally.
Phone.
I did not know she was stuck in my closet because my brother was apparently putting up some of my clothes for once in his life and did not realize she was in there. So 3 o'clock in the damn morning, I just hear some random ass scratching noise coming from my closet.
Yeah, I would have almost shot my cat too.
Yeah. I get my gun and I go open it and this fucker jumps out at me, black as damn night. So, yeah, I almost shot the cat. My brother's not happy having to patch that hole in the wall though.
Did I tell you guys about the weird nightmare I had where I deadass almost shot into my wall? Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
I was like, where'd everyone go?
Well, I'm driving, so I'm not sure if my phone's dropping the call or not.
I know that feeling. I just finished doing that.
Yeah, I'm having to step outside, so I'm probably going. There's a good chance that I'm going to end up dropping. So.
Got ya.
Kiddo's got therapy, so it's time for me to shuffle him out the door.
We went from noisy as hell to quiet as a damn graveyard in an instant.
Right?
We're good at doing that.
Kid, time to go.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna check out in a minute as well. It's 11 something at night here.
I
Getting a
was
bit
gonna say,
late.
it's pretty fucking late there.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking late. I'm pretty fucking tired. It's been
honey.
you know, my eldest stayed home today because of the whole thing. She just wouldn't go.
I mean, I feel bad
I
for
don't
her,
blame
but
her. I don't blame her.
honestly,
But she's accepting more now. She's more content with it now. You know, it's just a very big difference for her.
oh yeah,
Massive. That's all right though.
well,
She's-
and to have an adult just not listen to you, you know?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, right? I didn't get a chance to stop him because he didn't say, "How's this?" He just straight snipped, and when you snip, it's too late. You know, it's done.
Yeah, once he's cut, it's too.
Once
It's
it's
too
cut,
fucking
it's cut.
late.
So by then, at that point, I'm like, oh shit, you know, like, and I'm like just trying to do damage control, you know, because if I lose it, she loses it even more. There was no
Yeah.
way I was going to do it in front of her. But I'm not fucking happy about it. Not happy at all.
Yeah,
It's really the poor little girl, you know? She's like sitting
yeah.
there.
I mean, she's
corner
only
from
fucking
ugly.
9. To have
She's
somebody
9.
chop their hair like that is just
Christ.
terrible.
Awful. Awful.
Okay, what was I looking for? I was looking for my coffee mug. There's my coffee mug.
She's gonna go to school tomorrow and she's fine, you know.
Yeah. She's just less happy.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I feel bad for the poor thing.
friends, when I was picking up the younger, my friends were like, "Oh, why has Lily not been to school? Is she all right?" And I said, "She's had a bit of a rough day today. She's coming to school tomorrow. Just be extra nice to her." And they were like, "Oh, okay." Hopefully, they won't be little assholes. Sometimes they can be real assholes to her. So I hope they won't be.
Yeah, because children.
Children are, you know, in their nature, assholes.
Pick one
so.
kid, the rest will be good.
Yeah. So I'm hoping like they will take my word and like take my request and actually be extra gentle with her.
No, remember that is like, is any of that yours?
Pardon?
She's talking to
Are you talking to me?
people in real
I'm
life. No,
saying,
she's
though, is
talking
the
to-
rest of it yours, or did they give you the wrong order?
She's talking to people in house.
Sorry.
But yeah. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully they'll actually listen and not be assholes.
Yeah. One may
Is
only
there a
hope.
receipt on the bag?
Okay.
Thigh classic, leg classic, wing classic, breast classic, biscuits, and then they do have 2 fries on here.
Whatever.
So yeah, the rest of it's yours. I don't know why the fries are on there. That's all that's on the.
It's supposed to be like one side. That's another side. You look at 2 sides.
I was gonna say the only thing on the ticket is biscuits and fries.
Can I see a spoon real quick?
Just 1 5. The biscuit.
I'll
I
eat
just
the
need
fries.
something to stir this with real quick. So long as it's
They're Cajun fries.
Clean
I like
enough.
Cajun fries.
yeah, clean enough.
You know, it's got your name on it. Actually, it has your name on it. Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
coffee for us for the road.
I think I'm gonna tap out, guys, because I'm gonna eat. And then
It's
if
food time.
people are still around when I'm done here, I'll pop back in.
No probs. Talk to you later.
Okay.
If you can.
Good luck.
Yep.
If you help.
Here
Alright.
it is. Take that.
Talk to you later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to head out too, aren't you? Because I mean, you gotta be getting tired, hon.
Yeah, it's 11.
Did I use a blink? Damn.
Pardon?
Oh
He's
no,
talking
talking
to
to the
other
asshole
people
in
in
front
the
of
room.
me.
I can't catch exactly what you're saying, so I can't exactly know if you're talking to like.
No, I was
group?
talking to the asshole in front of me. Don't
Yeah.
worry, hon.
All right, let's go, Nib. And
Peekaboo.
welcome back.
I am back.
Hello.
Hello. Who'd we lose? Katie. Answers my own question too fast.
Uh.
But anyway, here they are. Fucking grotesquely in love people.
Disgusting.
So disgusting.
Disgustingly in love.
I'm sorry.
Go away.
Oh shit, I forgot her hand. Damn it.
That's kind of important.
Maybe just a little bit.
Is it really?
You know what? I
mean-
just realized I didn't make a save file for this at all. I should
Oh
probably.
my
I have a
goodness,
doctor
honey,
that has no hand.
save!
This whole time.
She's one-handed.
Yep, she is one-handed. Okay. All right.
And we are running behind on getting out the door
Uh
because I didn't think about the fact that I wanted coffee and wasn't looking at the time when I decided to grab some, so
oh. Oh
running
boy.
behind. Shouldn't be too bad though. I think as long as I hot foot it right now and don't hit any crazy traffic, we'll be okay. Hello bus.
What's that in our door handle?
Huh?
Door handle, what is it?
Something is in our door handle.
Well, that's a
I
little
don't know
disturbing.
We will have to check to see what it is when we get home.
Because there is no time right now for that.
Nope. There's definitely not time for that right now. I mean, there's always a good chance that it could be, like that guy who came, okay, so you know that guy who came over and knocked on the door the other day?
Offering lawn stuff.
Yeah, the paper is not a color that I'm actually significantly concerned about. He might have just rolled it up, stuck it in there, started walking away, and then heard us talking. And then just, not gotten back for it. Which I'm going to assume is probably what's going on. Yeah, okay, so there is several inches of snow on the ground. We had a lawn care service come up to our door.
You realize what time of year it is, right?
He's like, yeah, we're getting out and letting people know about our lawn care service, and we do bug stuff, and I'm like, no, hon, no.
Just no. Okay, I got
Just
her
no.
hand in there. Move on to other things.
Well, and it doesn't help any that, like, generally speaking, I don't really like lawns in general. I'd rather have gardens. And he's like talking about a weed service, and I'm like, okay, but a weed service means you're going to be spraying a bunch of shit on my goddamn plants. No,
That's shitty.
I have plants. Like, you do not seem to recognize the fact that I have a lot of stuff that a broadleaf will actually fucking kill. I am not going to allow you to spray shit on my garden.
Yeah.
Just because I have a thistle problem. Yeah, because I don't get out frequently enough to remove the thistles. But you know what?
I think that was her.
I also don't fucking care. So, yeah, like, bro. I mean, if there's going to be spray used on my stuff, which sometimes I do, sometimes I use weed killer. I'm going to apply it, because I can choose what day it goes on. I can choose how it goes on. I can choose whether or not my other plants get protected from it. I'm not just gonna let somebody fucking spray my goddamn yard or my goddamn beds. That's just not gonna happen.
Where am I? Yeah, no to that.
I would rather my yard look shitty than have somebody come along and kill my plants.
Big no. Much no. Okay.
Maybe I'm weird for that, but I don't give a fuck.
No, you are absolutely not weird for that. By the way, did you even see this? Look at I did that. I didn't even mean to do that. Like, it just happened. How the lines butted up like that. Like, holy shit. That was unintentional and surprising that it even happened. Holy crap. Usually I'm not that suave.
Yeah, we're good. Don't be a little late.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to try, now that I've got that out of my system, gonna try getting some...
Long in tooth?
Long in tooth, yeah. Long in the tooth concepts here.
Ooh, I made it home. And I didn't
Yay.
kill anybody.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ooh. Look, some of these
No
people
doubt.
got their driver's license out of a cereal box, alright?
He's really stepping on it. Oh man, yesterday we were out driving around and saw some lady's car had stalled out in the middle of an intersection, and a bunch of people were just pulling up behind her like she was going to be able to continue to drive, despite the fact that, you know, her car had very obviously stalled out in the middle of an intersection. It's like, people, she is not parked there for her health. Go the fuck around her.
I swear, like, when I see people doing dumb shit like that, I'm like, what the hell?
Hello, ambulance. Yeah, he literally just turned on his lights. Like, I can see the fucking hospital from here. He just turned on his lights because the light turned red.
Ah.
I mean, he's probably got somebody in there, but it obviously was not a particularly, like, life-threatening situation. Oh, God damn.
Ow!
Well, there goes the... Maybe he just got the call. Okay. There goes the... That goes the fire station. Keep an eye out for when the cops decide to go by. The cop shop's on the other side of the river. The likelihood of a cop from over in this vicinity following them is pretty slim. They were heading towards the river, so I would be very, very surprised if a police officer from over here went that way.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not hop in from the actual station.
I don't know why
know where
older
that-
Tara is doing this, but she's doing this. You can't see it. When you get around to where you can look at your phone and you can see
Yeah.
what she's doing, you can be just as confused as I am.
Well,
Yeah, because-
unfortunately, I won't be looking at it on my phone. I'm gonna have to wait until I get home.
Okay. Did you say cuz teeth, Donna?
Because teeth. Donna's gone to bed. She did, didn't she? Oh shit! I just went past the goddamn
No.
entrance. No, never mind. Okay.
It's probably getting close to bedtime,
Good night.
but
It is definitely close to bedtime. And I just drove past my street without even fucking paying attention, so I get to go around the wrong way.
now if you choose to go to bed at a reasonable time is another question.
Is 11 o'clock even reasonable? Does that count?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
That's what you
It
get.
used to be worse.
Ha. I don't know what happened, but it sounds like somebody
Way
got
too
wrecked.
early? Shut up.
My
Shut
brother
up,
stubbed
child.
his toe after he was being a little shit.
Yeah, that's what he gets.
Bright. So fucking bright. Okay.
No. 11 o'clock is early. What are you talking about?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I mean, especially
Okay,
if
I'm just gonna let you out, and I will find a parking space. So we will deal with it. He's already a minute late. I think I'll be able to get into this parking spot. I just won't be able to pull through like I like to.
What I hate is that there's problems with this, and right now my brain isn't wanting to process what the actual problems are. And I'm like, can you function, please?
Hey, Brains, could you do the thing?
No.
Maybe if I draw over it instead.
Okay. I am way too fucking close to this poor person. I need to fucking...
You need to have
fucking
a
not do it.
with the manager kind of thing with your brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go full
I'll
camera
let
on
this
it.
poor guy go. I got into that space so crooked the first time around. Alrighty.
I heard that.
Huh? Me?
Yup.
Heard you yawning.
I wasn't hiding it.
I didn't say where. I just said I heard it.
Well, I wasn't
Oh, yeah,
hiding.
did I t-
Just be difficult for the sake of being difficult.
You're fine. I love you.
uh,
I still feel like I'm doing something wrong. Fucking.
I hate that
I
feeling.
mean,
You're like, something is
it's
wrong.
you know, perspective or artistic wise, or wrong as in a more abstract way.
I guess in an abstract way, because there's not technically anything wrong with my perspective, because I'm correcting
No,
the
there
things that
isn't.
are wrong. So.
No. Like the physicality of it is fine. It's more like, I guess it's more the expression. But after the last episode, or like it's all up in the air. I mean, everything you thought you knew about Tara, just like
I mean, pretty much, yeah. The fact that she let herself be subjected to that, and I guess, you know, I guess
nobody
if
had a
it's between
choice.
that and being a doll, I can understand, I guess, why she would want to do it. But at the same time, like, she was so done that she was like, you know what, I don't even care anymore. And then, of course, it comes time where he's actually going to do it, and she's like, oh shit, wait a minute. Never mind, I take it back. I
I'm
swear.
so happy to put that in though, because they could have easily just left her out,
Yeah.
just made her a puppet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because she was a coven head as well. So, I mean, there's a reason why she wasn't included. You know?
I actually.
Definitely other options to play Ida. Could have been anybody, but they chose Tara.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, I mean, you know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
It still would have been funny as hell if they had her playing the collector's mom instead.
yeah. Oh my god.
Right.
Like, don't you read the fanfics?
I mean, for real though.
Don't you know?
Collector's mom has got it going on. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
What'd you say?
Oh, I did the little song.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Kofefe. Warm kofefe in cold garden.
Absolutely. Oh, I just realized I have her hair part on the wrong side.
I mean, theoretically, I could go inside, but I don't want to.
I don't
wow,
blame you.
that is, you know, a mouthful.
Are you talking about her mouth? Her actual mouth?
I just looked up, you know, like, oh, okay.
That's a full mouth.
I exaggerated it a little bit here, but
Wouldn't it be funny if she was missing a tooth though? Because she's old.
it would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, I've considered it, but it's kind of like with Polly. It's that one on that side where potentially it was actually knocked out, and it's like, wait.
I'm getting to peel some of my pieces out. That's what happened.
Hi, cat.
By the way, Farrell, I was talking with Lynn about it, and I'm sitting here like, this might, but I don't know for sure, but I think, but maybe, but might not, but maybe it will, but maybe not, change my own canon. And she's like, let's face it, it changed your canon. Like,
What?
the long in the tooth part. Because it's canon that they have fangs, but I was talking with Farrell, and that's when I said, it'd be interesting if they got long in the tooth like cats do. That's where this came from. And I was telling Lynn then at that point, like, you know, I'm tempted to change my own canon, and Lynn's like, let's face it, it did change your canon because
Accept it.
we are long tooth lovers here.
You would add teeth on anything. Yeah,
What?
let's
I
accept
mean-
that.
Thanks.
Yes.
It got big teeth.
Yes, but ironically, it is actually canon. It is actually canon that they're supposed to have fangs. There was a stream that Terrace did at some point, and she said that they were supposed to have fangs like Ida's gold tooth, that all the witches were supposed to have fangs like that. But it was decided that they wouldn't do that for whatever the reasons were at the time. To make
fucking robbed is what it is.
yeah, exactly. Whether it was to make them more human or it was easier for animation, whatever the case may be, it was decided not to give all the witches that. And I was saying how the way I accounted for it is just that they have more developed canine teeth, but some people have longer ones, right? But yeah, then
You're reconsidering.
I'm reconsidering. At the very least, that as they get older, they gain more tooth, basically.
Well, you could, I mean, if you look at Forced, for example, right, his teeth have, the gums have receded so much. It could be that not the teeth exactly grow, the gums recede and expose more of them. And the roots are especially long, you know, just throwing out there.
Right.
And the roots are really long, so it's not like you're exposing the roots. It's just, you know, it would make sense in an evolutionary sense, because as you use your teeth, they wear down, and you know, having extra long roots and the gums naturally recede a little bit with time would help sort of counter this problem.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Just throwing it out there, considering it's the first I've ever heard of this. So.
Oh, hi, you little shit. Where have you been hiding?
I've been home. Now I'm out.
No, don't rub against my leg now. You just know I got food.
Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm trying to... I can't do it because I don't have teeth good enough to do this. She's basically, you know, the where some people will put their tongue against their tooth to show off their tooth. That's what she's doing here. I can't get the angle of her tongue right.
Why
though,
you
in my
stomping
head.
in here like a damn Jolly Green Giant? Do not put the cat in the dryer.
Yeah, don't do that.
Monkey, I
Generally speaking, that is frowned upon.
Maybe she should have a
I'm
strawberry
sorry.
in her mouth.
That's my idiot brother. Monkey, say hi to my
brother.
crazy ass friends.
I said hi.
Hi.
Hello, brother.
You get called a brother.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
you did.
Just
You are
glad
the
they
brother.
call it Jolly Green Giant.
Just because you can't reach the top shelf ain't my fault.
Yeah, but she can kick you in the shins, so.
Don't kick
Oh God! Oh, that reminds me of the thing that I did to my husband the other day. But
Oh,
he's
no.
obviously not going to do this to her brother. But okay, so my husband has he is tall, but he has also got super duper big feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he wears like size 15s. So if a normal human being goes up on their toes, they don't like gain a bunch of height. They just go up a little bit higher, My husband, on the other hand, gains something like 5 inches of fucking height from going up on his toes, and he's not even fucking trying because he's got
Are you
huge,
showing
enormous
off?
feet.
Huh?
Are you
And so
bragging?
he was being a brat.
Who are we talking? What are we
Yeah.
talking about? Who are you talking about? What I'm doing or what Lynn's saying? What's going on?
What Lindsay?
So the brat,
filter's going, I mean.
yeah, the brat thought he would be cute. He occasionally will just go up on his toes to kind of dunk on me, right? Well, the idiot, I love this man dearly, but the idiot went up on his toes and openly mocked me
You asshole!
while we
You
were
don't
in
do
the
that.
shower.
In the shower. Oh, that's great.
Yes,
Good
we
job.
were in the shower, and I'm like, he goes, why are you so short? Stop being so short. And I looked at him, and I used his pull cord to pull him down.
That's horrible.
He did not appreciate having his pull cord yanked.
I mean, in fairness.
I mean, I can't blame him any, but that was kind of the point. He wasn't supposed to like it.
Oh, that's funny.
No, shit, what the
I
hell?
do not normally physically do stuff like that towards him, but I was like, no, today is
not the day.
my dear. Today is not the day for you to be pulling this bullshit right now, my love.
I mean, he
Especially
asked
not
for
while
it.
you are naked. And you were asking me, why are you so short? So that I can reach this more easily.
Right.
Yeah.
Normally to your benefit. Don't make it to your detriment. I was in
I
a
don't know
little
if I
shithead
like this
mood that
idea.
morning though. So
Yeah, but yeah, Farrell's definitely not going to be doing that to her brother.
no.
Sorry, I was a bit busy. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh no. No.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. Please move along.
I will go back and watch this on Twitch later.
That is fine. You do not get to have access to me while I'm not on Twitch.
Discord exists.
It's not like it's something. It's not something that like. It's just. Okay, so your brother is tall. You are not tall. You're about my height. He's
The little
probably
asshole is 6'8".
Yeah. So, my husband goes from 6'3" to about that height by going up on his toes because he's got big ass fucking feet. And he mocked me in the shower about my being short. And he's like, "Why are you so short?" And I said to him, "So that I can reach this," and pulled his pull cord.
Oh.
We were commenting that you won't be doing that.
No, that's what his girlfriend does. I'm giving her that idea now.
Just remember, it only takes about 5 pounds. It does not take nearly as much pressure as you think it does to tear those things off. So,
Oh, I know.
don't. Just remind her. I know that you know how much pressure it takes. Just remind her, because my husband definitely, he felt that. He was so not pleased.
I can imagine so. Now I have to sit here and wonder who the fuck she's making this expression at.
She's probably okay.
Especially because I forgot to basically put clothes on her at this point, so I'm just sitting here like, is there something going on here? That...
I've got like 3 candidates right in mind as soon as you said that.
Because she's basically showing off her teeth with her, like, pushing her tongue to her tooth. I tried to, like, at first I hated it, so I'm like, okay, maybe she's got something in her mouth. So I put an olive in there, and I'm like, you know what? No, that just looks stupid. So I replaced it again with the fact that she's basically got her tongue to her tooth. And I'm just like, who is she doing this to? Who is she making this face at? Can you look at Discord on your phone right now, Lynn? Let me show you.
Yeah, I should be able to look at Discord.
I'll send you a screenshot real quick so you can see what's going on.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, like I generally have a tendency to draw the body before the clothes anyway, but like I'm on the layer where I would normally throw some clothes in there somehow or another, and I didn't end up doing that. So I'm just sitting here like, oh boy.
To be fair, she's just a head.
There's some
she definitely has this. There's a specific kind of look that gives.
There's a specific feel to this right now, yeah.
Yeah. That specific feel seems a little bit, perhaps spicy.
Maybe just a tad.
Or it's either spicy or threatening, and I'm not sure if it's not both.
I mean...
It can be both.
Knowing her, it's probably both, honestly.
I mean, it reminds me of that whole thing where you said way back when, where Bump's like, I believe the kids call this feeling scaroused.
You know, yeah. Yeah. Should say scaroused, eh?
Oh, I'm so mad that I don't have any fabric to put on the back side of this right now, because it's so fucking cute all together. It's so cute. I love it, but I can't iron it, so I can't take the rest of the little pieces out.
I don't like the way that looks.
And because running out of time, I guess I'm going to have to crochet, which is fine. I do need to warm up my crochet hook though, because my fingers are cold enough already.
Dude, I, couldn't feel my fingers yesterday after walking the dog. I'm like, oh, good God.
Oh, no.
I couldn't feel my fingers while I was handling the door to get in, and I'm like, this is a problem.
Damn, what frozen wasteland are you guys on?
I'm just in Nevada.
I live in the Iwegias. The Midwest is very cold right now.
My ass down here in South Carolina, and we consider it cold if it gets 33 or lower.
The other day I had to tell my kids, yes, you need to wear the coat, because he's like, Mom, is it gonna be cold today? I'm like, dude, it's 3 degrees out right now. That's before wind chill. Put your damn coat on. Yeah. Wear it the rest of the week. Yesterday, okay, so there is fucking snow on the ground. There's not just a little bit of snow, there's a fair amount of snow. It is getting on towards February. February is what I like to affectionately call snow sounds like glass season. The when you kick a chunk of snow, it sounds like the tinkling of glass when it skitters across the ground.
Yeah, you would, asshole.
So,
But you kept it when you slide at me.
yeah.
Keep going.
So, yeah, I was like, dude, we are getting to that season. You cannot be going outside without a fucking coat.
Good luck
It's
with
no
that.
other
You know your
reason
aim
than
sucks.
because wind chill is going to kill you. It's going to murder you. You have no extra fat, child. Your brother can get away with it because he has fat. And then I went to pick his fucking brother up, and you know what I saw? One of his friends was standing outside in basketball shorts.
Oh my god.
I was like, I'm so angry at this child right now. I've never been more angry at somebody else's child that I don't know. Like, I know that kids do that because I remember kids doing that when I was in school, but I did not have such a visceral anger reaction to it then.
You weren't a parent.
And they're
then.
they're just standing outside. Like, he's not even moving around. He's obviously cold because he's got his shoulders up near his ears. He's standing there in his fucking hoodie with his hands tucked in his hoodie pocket with his fucking his freaking basketball shorts, and I'm like, dude, just wear pants. Like, even if you only wear pants to wear them to school. Oh lord, not again.
You're giving yourself stress hiccups thinking about it.
Apparently. Well, it upsets me. It viscerally upsets me. It's like, come on. I was of the age at one point in time where,
shouldn't be doing this with the pencils.
Sometimes what you wore to school was just what your parents knew you were wearing to school, and you had something else on underneath, and you would shuck the shirt or you'd shuck the pants and stuff them in your locker, and then, spend your day walking around school wearing whatever the fuck you wanted, and then come that night you would toss your clothes back on. I have had to walk to and from work where I would have to wear extra pants on the walk to work because I was too cold. But my god, just standing around outside in fucking basketball shorts when it is 3 degrees outside just makes me want to hurt something, and I know that child's already hurting enough. Makes me want to slap their parents. The fuck is wrong with you? You know your kid's doing this. You know that your kid's doing this because you want to know what? Your kid is waiting for you to pick them up after their fucking game. With the shit. Yeah, I have feelings.
I'm jealous of the ones who get to do that kind of shit in school. Wear whatever they wanted. I couldn't do that because my mom worked at the damn school. Cat, if you don't get come under my damn feet.
Lol.
I was lucky that neither of my parents ever worked at the school, but for 2 years I went to a school that my cousin's mother-in-law worked at. My uncle used to joke around about how she would tell everybody whether or not I was being bad, like to try and scare me. I saw the woman at school twice because she was the fucking principal and I was a good kid. So you know who didn't end up going and seeing her a bunch? This bitch. Hell, one of the times I saw her was because I was sick. And so I had gone to the nurse's office and she walked in to talk to the nurse. And that's why she saw me. So it's like, yeah, sorry, Unky, but yeah, I'm not a shithead like your kids, Mr. Fundamentalist Christian who thinks his kids were perfect angels, but his his eldest girlfriend at the time broke the windshield of